Hi, I'm Lisa with Greenhookstudio, and this is my little bunny friend. She is very, very special to a little girl, and she is in dire need of a spa day. I am going to fix her arm and give her a thorough bath and brushing to make her look as beautiful as I can. All right, time to get to work. The first thing that I'm going to do is to just go ahead and reattach her arm right before I give her her bath, just to go ahead and have that secure during the bath so we don't cause any more damage. Now there is a previous repair here that I am going to remove so that there isn't black thread on her anymore. Poor bunny. All right, no more black thread. I'm going to use white thread and a ladder stitch to make the mend as invisible as possible. Black thread in here. Okay, that looks good to me. Feels secure. So I will tie that off. I always like to use multiple knots for extra security when I tie these. And then for stuffed animals, I always hide the tail inside just so, again, a little extra security. There's less chance of the knot coming untied because the tail for the knot is all the way inside the animal. Okay, the arm is mended. Now it's bath time. For her bath, I'll be using Woolite. Don't need a lot because she's just one small bunny. Let's get some water. The sound of the bubbles is very satisfying. Okay, let's give her her bath now. We've got some nice warm soapy water with Woolite, and we've got a bunny who needs a bath. So, let's scrub. feel like she's changing colors already. Our friend has definitely changed color. Now, not only does the toothbrush help to scrub and clean, especially on some of these tough spots where I'm trying to break up some of the paint, it also helps to refluff some of the fur while it's still wet, so it gives me a head start on my brushing for later. All right, step one of the bath is now finished. I am going to gently squeeze the extra water out of her. And then I will roll her in a towel to get more water out. Time for bath round 2. So I'm pretty sure that this paint is nail polish, so I'm going to try a little bit of nail polish remover to try to get some of it off. We'll see if it works. I'll try one on the back, just for safekeeping. That is helping. Okay, that's much better. Okay, I'm gonna do that for the rest of her body now. I feel pretty good about how this has turned out. So I'm going to move on to bath phase 3, which is OxiClean. I am going to put her to soak in a bath of OxiClean for a few hours and come back. Here she is after a long soak in OxiClean and a nice rinse and dry. I mostly let her air dry overnight, and then I put her in the dryer on low in a pillowcase for a short spin, and she is ready for her brushing. I'm actually going to change my background so that you can see her better because she's so white now. Okay. Time to brush. I'm going to start out with this boar brush, and then if she needs a little bit more, I have a slicker brush that I like to use for stuffed animals as well. Starting with the back. I always start with the back just in case there's any kind of issue with whatever the mend is that I'm doing, that it doesn't end up on the face if there's a problem. I always brush in more than one direction to kind of wake up the fur. Definitely an improvement. Before I go in with my slicker brush, I am going to do a little bit of conditioner on her. I have a mix of fabric softener and water in my spray bottle. And I will be misting some on her. It works kind of like a leave-in conditioner for us, but for her fur. Just real light sprays, because I don't want her to be soaked. Massage it in a little bit. Wipe this off my workspace. All right, now it's time for the slicker brush. She's almost finished. And I just wanted to point out that if you are brushing a stuffed animal yourself with a slicker brush, to be careful not to scratch the eyes or if it has a plastic nose. So when I am brushing around those areas, I like to just put my fingers over top of them and then gently, carefully work around that. So be very careful in some of these areas, because the last thing you want to do is scratch their eyes. It's a whole other fix. All right, this little bunny is cleaned up, looking fresh and fluffy and ready to go home to her little girl. And I can't wait to deliver her later today. If you or someone you know has a stuffed animal that could use a spa day or repair, please send me an email, greenhookstudio@gmail.com, or check out the information on stuffed animal and knit and crochet repairs on my website, greenhookstudio.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you'll join me back here real soon for more crochet, knit, and stuffed animal repair videos, as well as crochet tips and tricks, and sometimes even full patterns. Thanks again for watching.